Welcome everybody. Like that. You're probably wondering why we are here in the truck, here on the Public Works. For anybody who didn't watch last episode, I wasn't really that well, and yeah, ended the video early. I do apologise about that, but I mean, feeling better now, so yeah, back to it. For anybody who also didn't see the last video, we got a much bigger bucket on the deer. Like one that doesn't take 5 years to dig, like half a millimetre. So yeah, it was a tiny trench bucket for a fairly big trench. Yeah, we'll have to turn lights back on the Mercedes, that kind of thing, because, well, you know, I've close to safe gain done since I last recorded. Yeah, put the parking brake on. Right. So, we'll just turn the lights on in the Mercedes. Oh, sorry about that. Just muted my phone. I just connected to my computer, so you guys probably got a flashing screen and notification. Wouldn't surprise me. So as you can see, we've got a fair bit down in the trench now. Also, I do apologise about the squeaky pedals. But yeah, when I was talking about small bucket versus big bucket that we've got now, I'll show you guys not falling in the trench. So that's the current bucket, this is the small bucket. I think this thing you can pick up, this thing, no chance. Also, as you guys might remember, we increased the speed of the tracks on this machine. Not the track, the whole arm. So now the thing moves faster than half a millimetre a year. Yeah, but it was a very, very slow operation with a slow arm and small bucket. So yeah, we've got a fair bit to dig out still, but I mean, not too great demand. Considering what we had before, you know, it's going fine. Also, I learned I had a mod that I never knew about last night. It's in here. And you might think, oh, you just got some big bags. Actually, I hope I enabled it, didn't I? Or is it not on this? No, it's not, I don't think. Yeah, I forgot to enable the arm that it came with. Okay, ignore me. It was some big bags with like gravel, soil, and I don't remember what the other thing that was in it was. So yeah, just ignore me. Getting all excited about it and then not actually having it enabled. It shows how smart I am. Also, once you've done this job, we are going to be doing the sawmill job, which is going to be our really big job. So that's a lot of concrete. Nah, almost this big wall basically being made out of concrete Lego bricks. If you ask me, then that's the best way to explain it. So obviously, as you can tell, the deer is quite a nice figure, especially in this way. I think I'm just going to chuck it up onto the side instead of into the truck, because into the truck is going to be really awkward. So I think we'll just chuck it up to the side. We're going to try and set it on the more solid style of ground. Because while the stuff around this pit isn't, well, trench, isn't exactly the most solid ground ever. I mean, yes, it can hold a truck, but soil can go through it. It's weird like that. It's because of tip call and stuff not being there. Yeah, you can see how well that bucket fills. I do really like the 50G, quite happy that we got it. It's good having kinda zero tail swing on it. So once we've gotten most of this stuff out of the trench, we'll just move the truck and then we can get it in easier. So I mean, well, from the trench to get into the truck is quite tight. Oh, that's military aircraft taking off in an older style. So yeah, this is pretty simple. What we're doing, obviously, it's just lift a bit of soil. I mean, we've done more challenging jobs like taking down a house. That was quite a challenging job because of how the house was built and also where it was, made it quite awkward. So I mean, it wasn't exactly the most easy of access because you had to go up a massive long dirt track, and it was kind of pretty close to a cliff edge. So I mean, you couldn't really drop massive weight too near to the cliffs either, so that was quite difficult. So I mean, compared to this is just walk in the park. Also, I really do like the strobes that we've got on the front of the MN. It's quite a nice kind of add-on. So I mean, we could probably do with actually going back a bit, thinking about it. Let's get back on a little bit more. So yeah, I mean, it's a fair bit of soil we're getting out here actually. Definitely more than a truck load, I'm thinking, considering the truck can hold 20 ton. That's 14, plus there's a bit in the truck and more over here. Yeah, it's 6. Yeah, it's more than a truck load already, and there's still more in the trench. So I mean, that's a little bit awkward. But I mean, we've only got 2 more loads to go, that means at least you know that. At least I think it does. It's getting kind of later on in the day, but I think we're gonna skip ahead time. Actually, quite nice. See the strobes like this. Oh, apparently below now that I never knew about. Yeah, you can see how deep orange the strobes are compared to the rest of the beacons. This is fine. fine time wise. I mean, you can see what's in the thing. Then you put your digger lights on just on for the ones on the boom. Actually, just the ones on the boom. No, it's that light, it goes on like that. Yeah, the reason for the ones on the boom is so that I can see it into the hole a bit better. Because, well, obviously it's a fairly awkward place to get to. Also, I do apologise about any noise. I can't really help it. Blame my sister. Look as well, it's like who's making all the noise. So that should be playing to that side at least. So now we've got kind of the middle and the other side. I think we'll try and get all this soil kind of out of the way first. But yeah, we can just set it on for rock. Now, yeah, just lock the tracks and we will run over to the MN. But yeah, we better go out and then reposition, then go back in probably. Try and not fall in the trench. Obviously we're trying not to disturb traffic. I mean, on that side of the road, then, you know, we have kind of, well, narrowed it a bit. But I mean, there's nowhere else to drop a trailer in here. So yeah, don't blame us. Blame the people who set all the barriers up. Or no, the people who built the road or this hedge is more likely to need to be blamed. As it's really what's causing, you know, only part of it to be able to be done. Like barriered, I mean, only part of this area because, well, it's limited with roads and hedges and all sorts of fun stuff like that. So I mean, it's a fair bit of soil to go into here. Yeah, we'll do a bit of interior work. So yeah, the deer is handling this well enough. What's causing it to be so? There we go. I think I just hadn't done it very well. So I mean, it's a fair bit of soil in each bucket load. It's, what is it? I will have to check. Yeah, it's pretty much 2.4 ton a bucket load. Which is, well, mental, to be quite honest. I'm surprised that the deer can handle that kind of weight. But then again, it did handle like 8-ton piece of wood, so, well, piece of house. Actually, no, it didn't, did it? No, it was very, very close to handling it. But I think it did wheelie. Try not to hit the van. It was very, very close. I feel like this is good enough length for public works because, well, it isn't really such a kind of enjoyable thing to watch. To do, yes, and to watch not so much. Hope you guys have all enjoyed, and yeah, goodbye.